PDR coming at you here with a 2017 Ford, real nice King Ranch package truck that got a large golf ball dent and what I think is aluminum. Definitely, it sounds like aluminum. And that's it. You know, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off glue pulling. If you look right into the dent right there in the white streak of the line, you'll see that I can even turn this off for a second and show you that there is a couple of fine scratches. Well, there's, you know, not much we can do about that. We'll get the dent out, we'll polish it. Obviously, if those are through the clear, we'll just have to, you know, live with that. I told him that he could always have a professional detailer do the 2000 grit and then buff it with a professional buffer. And a lot of people might think, well, why don't you do that? Because that's a little iffy, guys. I don't like messing with those high RPM guns, the big rig buffers. So let's just stick a tab of glue in there, and I definitely am going to use the little mini lifter on this one. We're going to make sure the feet are all nice and clean. And I don't need to give it a long time to dry. It's fairly cool out. I should have showed you the temp, but it's probably about 65 or less, 50 maybe. If you want to see what I'm doing here, let's look right into the board. Doing that nice slow pushes, pulls. Because it's aluminum, I'm pulling slow. I don't want to yank or shock or go crazy on this. I want to see how much it's gonna, well, you know, I pulled it up. Didn't pull too much. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's what we got for first pull. Let's give her another one. Just a nice little easy soft pull, guys. The glue isn't super hot yet. Just started up the process, the video. I really kind of pushed it into there, and it's almost cool enough right now for me to, I mean, like the 7 to 10 second pull here. Yeah, I'm gonna spin this around so I can look at it as I pull it, if you can see what I'm saying. And then come up with the thing there. You want to get over here, see what I'm looking at. Real slow. It might pop off, but I'm looking at it now. When I release, can't really tighten it up. Now it's gonna pop. Give it a little bit more. Come back in just a sec. Okay, guys, it's windy, but at least it's not rainy. Now it was about 2 or 3 pulls. I'm gonna come in here at the finest point of the inside edge. And I'm not hitting hard enough to make any dents. I'm not hitting hard enough to dent the metal. I'm just breaking down these brows on the inside of this dent to spread it out a little bit, because I see its most severe point now that I've lifted it a little bit and I can see kind of into it a little more. Trying to give you a little bit more of the mental, in-depth perspective of maybe a large, severe dent on an aluminum hood, maybe on a brand new vehicle, you know, as the case here. But at this point in the video is when I'll say, I sure do appreciate y'all clicking on this video. I really do. If you would hit that subscribe button, it sure helps out the channel. Man, we love it to see more people into the community. Sure love to see the community grow. I'd sure love to see this dent go away. Okay, we've made a pull or two. We're coming in on this littler tab, smaller tab, I guess you'd call it. English words, things, you know. I don't want to pull it from that direction. Wherever the feet has the side that's solid, it's going to pull from the most. And I pulled almost all my pulls from the top side, so I want to pull this one from the bottom side. Still the same type of thing, but it's going to pull more from this bottom foot. I don't really want to give it a snapperoo. Let's just pull it up nice and slow. The other ones, and then it found its release point. See how much it moved. grab the 91%. We did just order 99%, guys. We have 99% ISO if needed. But we'll probably finish off using the 91 just because I don't want to be wasteful on that and pour this stuff out like I did with the 70, but it was just causing me too much hassle, so I had to. I think I'm going to give that one another of the exact same Keiko tab. I'm going to go up and down with it, and I'm going to go right through the middle like this. And I'm going to even lay the, well, it doesn't matter if I lay the glue up and down because it's going to spread everywhere, but put it right in there. And if you notice, I want it to grab this bottom edge as much as possible to even out the wobble. So we'll come back to you in just a sec. Okay, that was about 10 seconds, guys. Giving it a nice pull, holding it up. I might even tighten it up here, give it a nice pull, and just kind of hold it there. It's aluminum being the way that aluminum is. See how that almost stayed there? Look at that. I don't want to give it a nice smackaroo, one of those. I mean, it will if it's going to release, but I want to basically pull it up evenly and slowly. I probably should have used a larger tab there, but I wanted to get this front side edge up. And I don't know if we're going to do this whole thing with glue, guys. We might be able to. I think I'm going to do a little bit more tapping on the brows and a couple more pulls, and we'll come back to you in just a bit. Okay, guys, we're back to the bigger tab. Make a pull. Got a little plane flying overhead. Little plane, sounds like. Don't got time to look. I'm making a little twist. Yeah, see, I made a little adjustment there last minute too, and I can see the waves pulling where I wanted them to. So let's give this a nice, decent pull. And I will not lie, guys, it's been about 5 pulls since then. So it's not like, bam, this just came out this much. But yeah, let's turn this back on. See what we're looking at. It's moved. Now I got the bottom edge up, the bottom and the top edge up. They're both a little wowie, but they're about even with where I want them to be. So all I got to basically do is pull the rest of it up, right? Super simple. Yeah, just pull the rest up too. Okay, we'll do that in the next clip. Okay, I used a big tab, pulled a lot of it out, going right in the center, drop it in, not dropping it like it's hot, dropping it like it's as it's cooling. Grabbing this fairly quickly. And I think I want to pull it from this angle. Let me get in there. Come on. Let's see what I got here. Let's give it a nice little tug in the center. I really don't want to snap this one that hard. I mean, if it pops off like that, that's okay. But we're getting some of this done out, ladies and gents. Let's see how much of this one came out. And of course, like I say, if need be, if I need to get behind there with some tools and make some tiny pushes, I can. But honestly, this glue is doing pretty good. Let's make some taps right here. And I'm going to tap all directions, make it a little bit larger, and come back in just a bit. Okay, guys, so I've done a little tapping, a little pulling. Getting in there with a larger Keiko circular tab. Gonna make a nice strong pull. Sorry about the background noise. We've got some trucks doing some stuff. So, wow, that was a decent pull. And now if you look through those lines, they look to be straight, but I pulled up the edges of it. So let's see if I got actually the whole dent out. I mean, it looks impressive right there, and let's just see what we got when we pull this off. There's still a little tiny dent in the middle. So, like I said, even if I have to get behind it with a couple of tools, a couple of rods, I will. But since we still have the heat gun warm, we've got this little guy. Let's just get it nice and hot, plop it right in the middle. Boom. Try Try to give it a real solid pull in about 10 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna start setting up right now for it. Come on in. Boom, that's been about 10 right there. So let's start making our pull. I can't even see it, but I can just see the metal flexing. Tighten it up a little. I can feel it flexing also. A little key to it. Little snap. I don't know. And yeah, the idea is to make it all pull up evenly. Definitely don't want to make any volcanoes. We're starting to get one right here where we're pulling up all the metal, but it's not pulling that center up. It's just kind of pulling everything around it. So I think I'm going to actually tap down a little bit and come in with a larger tab and try to really pop it up real nice. Come back to you in just a sec. Okay guys, so I'm getting it nice and warm. We're waiting for the heat gun to heat back up. Went through a battery, put a different battery on there. I'm getting this really warm. And I'm going to make some taps. Why am I not using the Shane Jacks hammer? I don't know. Let's go here. Anywhere where there's a little ridge. And every time I move the metal and push in on it, it changes my view, my perspective. So I basically have to remember where I wanted to push, trust it, find that spot. I see it goes high right about here. There's a little ridge that's right here that nobody knows, nobody can see. I can't even see it. Then there's another one back here. The real intricacies of, I mean, how are you going to get out a sharp dent if it keeps on getting all wobbly and funky on you? Basically have to, are my things turned up as high as it goes? It looks like it is. Oh, I tilted the board, that's what it is. That angle right there gets it a little brighter. And I'm just looking down where I find the sharpest line. When I push it, obviously that goes away, but I know that little line is right here. And so I kind of want to, it looks like I'm hitting right in the center of the dent, guys, but I'm really just breaking that line open a little bit. And for some of this, I kind of am hitting in the center, but I'm getting it to be a round rather than a elongated little linear football edged thing. Let's get these edges out of the top. Nice and hard pushes, nice and hard taps, I mean. Just because I know it's starting to cool. And now it's spread out. I still see a little bit right here. I'm real patient when it comes to this last little highs that I want to get out, because if we get them out enough, we can make a nice solid pull, and that will be all we need. Excuse the background shakiness and the wind. We're out here in nature. I don't know if this glue is hot enough yet. That was just the first try. We're about 10 seconds after, so I'm going to give it just a minute here. Not a minute, but 5, 4, 3, sip of my coffee. Hope you guys have a drink to enjoy the commentary with. Once again, I will say I sure do appreciate everybody clicking on this video. I don't know if it's a longer one or not, but at this point, we don't even mind when we're making a longer video. We just want to show you everything we can. Now it's nice and tight. That line looks like it's straight. I want to shock it. Not shock it, but stretch it. Not stretch it, but gosh, bring it up, right? Oh, that's a tough push. That's a tight pull there. That one said pop. So let's see if we move some metal or if it moved all of the metal at once. Nope, it didn't move all of it at once. I'm going to come in with a really small tab now. Not the little one I was using, an even smaller one. This Keiko clear, and I'm going to come right in the center of it. And I might have to do that literally 5 or 6 times, guys. So we'll get back to you in just a sec. Okay, guys, let's throw a little one in there, a little Keiko clear. Maybe just give it a couple of tugs to see how it's acting. Yeah, it looks like it's pulling a little bit. I want to keep it taut. It's aluminum, so I want to make sure it kind of stays pulled as I pull it. Now let's see how much we got out of this one. I mean, thinking about how big it was and looking at it now, it's obviously gotten a lot smaller. I might even just have to come in and tool that last little bit out, but let's give it one more pull. A little larger of a tab this time. I'm going to come right through the middle and just kind of plop it right in there. Ooh, make sure I don't make any more dents. And it is starting to get windy or stormy. However you want to put it, it's starting to get cold. I've been intermittently just keeping the panel fairly warm. I don't want to do that when I have a bunch of glue on it right now, but let's come back with this little guy. Just give me as much pull as I could possibly want. You need basically a little larger tab, or maybe I need to reheat it. So we'll come back to you in just a little bit. Okay guys, we got a lot of it out. Coming back in with a little. This time I am just gonna straight pop it. Oh, it made a nice pull, because I wanna get the center of that up. And this is right where we're at here, is trying to get that last little center up. It's coming out nice. You got a little high crest and then a little bit of a center. I could either make some pushes or keep on back and forthing it with the glue. I'm gonna make a couple taps and make one big large tab pull, and we'll come back and show you the end result in just a bit. Okay guys, here's what we ended up with. Definitely not perfect, but we got the dent out, and let's see if you can see any angle or reflection there. I don't have the board on it. It's got a little tiny tug to the center, but it's exactly what I promised, and I've already showed it to the customer. He's extremely happy with it. So I sure hope that you guys liked watching this weird, longer, a lot of glue pulling video. If you did, show me some love, hit that like button for me, and other than that, this has been PDR.